I am Saint Germain, and I come to be with you at this time in these moments, moments of change. Change, my friends, is all around you. Not for a moment think that things are not changing, because they are. Many things are happening yet still behind the scenes. But for those that have the eyes to see, ears to hear, you are witnessing a great changeover that is in the process of happening now. All of you, the light workers, the light warriors, you all came here to be the catalysts. Not each and every one of you to bring the change yourself, but to be a part of this great changeover in whatever way that you programmed yourself to be. And know that you, yourselves, higher beings that you are, programmed you into, if you will, this construct. As some would say, even a simulation in your discussion earlier. But know that you control this. Your mind is the builder. So you have complete control at any time, in every moment, if you but believe that you do. You came here not only for the purpose of advancing your own soul growth, but for the purpose of assisting others in doing the same. Not that you can do it, not that you can help those that do not want help, for you cannot. But you can assist those that are ready, when they are ready, when they call for assistance. Then you can be there. Do not for a moment think you are not important, for you are extremely important in this endeavor, in this journey. Each and every one of you. You all came here in this, most of you actually, in this country, in America, to form the greater union, first within the United States for America, and then out and beyond to all of the other countries, bringing all together as one. That is your mission, together as light warriors, bringing the light forward to all that are ready to receive it. Ananda, as Yeshua said, I stand at your heart's door and knock. And if you would open it, I would come in and sup with you and you with me. Profound words. For if you knock, it shall be opened unto you. If you seek, you shall find. If you ask, you shall receive. It is important, my friends, my brothers and sisters, to trust. Trust that all is happening exactly as it needs to in this moment. And in the next moment, things change. It's part of the great changeover. You yourselves need to continue to be ready to move along with those changes, to be adaptable, to allow the energies to continue to acclimate within you so that you can move forward in this ascension process and become all that you came here to be. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness. And that you continue to understand and realize that you are an important piece to this entire puzzle, bringing it all together as one. But also know, as you continue on, that this is indeed a game that you are playing. So play it to the fullest, your fullest, and enjoy the journey along the way. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Greetings to one who serves here. And Shoshana is here, and we are ready to assist you in your questions if you have them. Would there be questions now for one who serves in Shoshana? Any questions here?
I have a question.
Yes.
Thank you. I heard just recently that somebody suggesting that cats perhaps had been tinkered with at some point in their existence, primarily because cats have slitted eyes. That's domesticated cats have slitted eyes, whereas wild cats, lions, and so on have round pupils, that is, and slitted pupils on house cats. And they were suggesting there was a similarity to reptiles because of that, and also that it could let in more light. And so again, the question is, was there DNA or something tinkered with so that cats are have a reptilian aspect to them?
We would say here that in terms of the reptilian aspect, it is similar to that of the humans in terms of you all have a reptilian aspect within yourselves. That is the reptilian brain, if you will, the fight or flight syndrome. So in the same and similar fashion to the human evolution, there is also the animal evolution as the ones that are the domesticated pets, as you are saying. We will not comment on the slit eye versus the round eye, but we will say that there has been attempts to shift and change the evolution of the animal life, just as there has been of the human life. Shoshana, do you have anything you add here?
Not.
Very good. We hope this was sufficient for you at this point. And
it is. Thank you.
If there would be further questions here.
Yes, good morning, one who served. This is Viria, and I have a question. It was revealed during the meditation with Saint Germain today that during the Revolutionary War here in America, there was another Revolutionary War in South America, and that it was Simón Bolívar, which was called the liberator of the whole America. That was his idea of unifying all the countries in South America. That was his idea, and it occurred to me, oh, it's exactly the same idea that was going on the north part of the continent about similar times, and of unification among of all the founding fathers. I would like to try to understand a little more, or if you have any more info to give me. Thank you.
Are you asking a question about the connection between that of the North America or the United States for America and the connection to the South American attempts for liberation and unification? Is this the question?
Yes, precisely.
Very good. Then we will say that there is indeed a connection, but it is not only here in what you call the Americas, but throughout the planet as well, in terms of bringing unification together throughout the world, coming together as one people, one consciousness. That is the goal. And that was the plan for the founding fathers, as you say here, in the United States, to begin that process first here, and then to have it accumulate and be represented throughout the planet as well, bringing all together as one. It would seem like a very insurmountable request or desire for this to happen, that it could never happen. But we can assure you that it is indeed in process to have this occur. And you have those ones at this point that are beginning that process, those that have come from the founding fathers and have reunified together once again here, coming together as a government here in the United States. We will let you ponder in that statement here as to the full ramifications of what we are inferring here. But know that it is indeed a process that is continuing and will continue throughout the planet. All countries coming together as one, being the united countries together within the world coming together as one. That is the goal. Would there be anything you would add, Shoshana?
We have nothing to add here.
Very good. Then we will move on. Are there any other further questions?
Yes, I have a question. Is there anything you would be willing to share on the new Pope? He seems to be very progressive and doesn't necessarily support or like Trump very much. Is he any danger, and will he be our last Pope?
That is a very difficult question to answer at this point. But we will tell you that things are not as they appear. That is what we will say here about this at this time. Shoshana perhaps can add more here.
Well, we really don't have too much to add to that statement. We can share our perspective on this. May we share?
Yes, please.
Dear sister, this Pope is different. And he represents some type of commonality, some type of being common. The church has made a decision that they must have a leader that is more relatable to the people, that seems to just be a commoner like the rest of them. But he is a person that was selected to unite faith because the Catholic faith has become fragmented. So it is a plot to create a more common look, a regular look. This Pope comes from a regular family with regular brothers. Nothing different about him. He is just a regular guy. And this is a narrative that this church is pushing in order to help reunite the constituents that have strayed, you see. It is nothing that interesting. And as long as the Catholic faith remains on your planet, there will be a Pope. Namaste.
Thank you.
Good. Would there be any other further questions here?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
So recently, and it seems to be increasing, is that we had a pretty viral video go out where I believe it was the president of Brazil. His cloaking technology, for better reference, broke down, and he started speaking reptilian, like right in the middle of his Senate, what would be his Senate chamber. That video has gone super viral, and I think everybody's like, oh shit, he's a reptilian. My question is what is, so we're having more and more where we see shape-shifting and things of this nature happening more frequently. So part one of my question is it just the rising frequency on the planet, or is there something else that's causing the reptilian tech to sort of break down where they can't really hide themselves anymore, or are having a difficult time doing so? And are we going to see a lot more of that happening? Because to me, that would be part of the awakening process. And then part B of that question, I guess, would be, I've seen a lot of incidences come up that happen in airports. I didn't see it, but there was apparently Justin Bieber, who's a very famous celebrity, shape-shifted in front of like 100 people in the airport. And I've kind of postulated in the past that there's something about airports, maybe a frequency or something, that there's more experiences within airports and airplanes of having these kind of shape-shifting incidences. Is there something specific about airports that's causing that tech to break down even more? Or is that just kind of a random coincidence that the airports just seem to have more of these experiences?
We will answer the first question here, and we will say that indeed the matrix, as you understand it, is indeed collapsing, and will continue to do so as the vibrational frequency and corresponding consciousness continues to increase. And those that are unable to withstand the changes, withstand the energy shifts, will not be able to remain here and will not be able to hold on to the appearance that they have created. So that is indeed occurring and will continue to do so. But it is still only for those that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. So even though those may witness this happening, they will then discount it as it was a figment of their imagination or something of this nature. They will not be ready to accept it. But more and more are becoming ready to accept it, and it will cause those of the dark side, those that are being revealed for who they really are, it will cause them to cease to be able to be here. That is occurring. That is part of the transition and the collapse of the matrix at this point. Shoshana, do
Excellent.
you have
Thank you.
anything to add?
Well, we do. We have a slightly different perspective to offer. May we offer our perspective, dear brother?
Absolutely. Please.
Dear brother, what is an airport? When you say that, is it the vibration of the airport? What is common in an airport?
Airplanes and people.
People. There are thousands of people that walk through airports every day.
Mm-hmm.
It is a public stage, you see. So when
Right.
something occurs at a public stage level, it is an attempt to infiltrate consciousness. It is an attempt to give an impression that would carry forward, you see. So when you say that this Justin Bieber has shapeshifted, he is an actor. He is an individual that wishes to infiltrate consciousness, but he is not doing it alone, you see. He has been infiltrated when that happens. And he is attempting to impress upon the consciousness an idea that is not what is commonly known, you see. And then the Brazilian president, speaking in reptilian, is a way to expose that ideology into the consciousness of the world. So when there's a camera capturing this, it is again a way to impress upon the consciousness of individuals and to attempt to normalize this idea of reptilians. That is what they are attempting to do, you see. They are attempting to bring this out, not in the shadows, not hide, but to accentuate it, you see. It is not attempting to hide, it is attempting to reveal itself in small doses so that it becomes
so they can
a
normalize.
conscious...
Yep.
Yes, to normalize this among the consciousness of the humans. That is what we have for you, dear brother. Does this make sense?
Absolutely. I didn't even think of it from that angle, so thank you so much for that perspective. I appreciate it.
Yes, namaste.
Very good. We take one more question if there is one. Otherwise, we are ready to release channel. Nothing further? Then, Shoshana, do you have parting message?
We do not.
Very good. Then we just say to continue to understand and realize who you are throughout this process. Do not fall back in any way in your beliefs, in allowing the outside world to take over and continue to hold programming over you. Know that you are the programmer and go about your life as that programmer moving forward. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.